This is one of the richest, most powerful men in the world, and it's no secret why he's so successful. It's because he takes these things called NAD boosters. Pay close attention to what Tony has to say about NAD boosters.
So at 25, your DNA should be in great shape. But at 35, no matter what you do, because of exposure to radiation, etc., night sleeps and things, it'll be affected a little bit. Well, by the time you're 50 or 60, you accumulate all this, right? Well, right at the time when you need it the most, these sirtuins have a fuel that you probably heard of called NAD. And NAD, right? I'm sure you probably had an NAD fusion or something like that nature.
Everyone, yeah.
NAD and NMN drop off the cliff in your late 40s to 50s, at least 50%. So right when you need it most for cleaning up your DNA because of accumulation and for energy, that's why people age. So what David Sinclair and his group did is they started with mice and they started seeing what they could do to affect those sirtuins by NAD, but by going to the precursor, NMN. So you can take a mouse and you give them NMN. You take an old mouse. An old mouse, like a 7-year-old person, would be like a 20-month-old, 24-month-old mouse. You put them on, a ramp and say, run, or give them to run. The most they can go is usually a quarter of a kilometer. Whereas a young, powerful mouse can run 4 times that, a full kilometer. When they give NMN directly, the precursor to NAD, it affects the sirtuins, it affects everything I just told you about, right? This cascading effect. They run within 14 days, 2 to 3 kilometers, 200, 300% more than the youngest and strongest ones amongst them. Now, I told you about the mice, but will it really transfer to humans? So here's what's cool.
Yep.
For 2 years, top secret, they have been working with our military, with our special forces. And about a month and a half ago in Boston, the commander got so excited, he slipped the beans. And it was just in the Daily Mail last week as well. He didn't tell all of it, and I know more than the rest of the company. I can't tell you exactly explain what's been reported. What's been reported is the commander said they've had almost identical response as they saw in the mice. These are the strongest humans alive, both men and women in the special forces, most fit people, right? Endurance has exploded, he said, very much like the mice. He said, secondly, muscle development has completely changed from the same stimulus. With the same workout, they're getting more muscle. And then thirdly, the most important thing for them is cognition has gone through the roof, because when you're exhausted and you're out there in special forces, the ability to use your head is more valuable than your body at that point, right?
No way athletes are going to be able to use this stuff.
Well, I don't know that they're going to be able to block it from athletes because it's a natural substance in your body. It's just maximized, right?
That's insane.
Yeah, so I mean, there's things like this that you'll see in the book that you go, this is crazy.
5,672 studies on PubMed show that maintaining high NAD levels is critical to maintaining energy levels, being able to maintain good skin, hair, and nails. A study from PubMed found that NAD users experience these 4 benefits: improved memory and attention, better overall well-being, improved sleep quality, and improved energy levels. Again, this is backed by this study done in 2023. Once again, NAD supplements can potentially help increase your NAD levels and boost NAD+. NAD+ drops by as much as 50% starting in your 20s. The best NAD boosters are liposomal nitinamide riboside. I take this one from Rios Research because it has liposomal nitinamide riboside plus resveratrol. 150,000 plus people have bought it over the last few months. A warning for you though, they do run out of stock a lot, so I've gone ahead and linked it for you in the bottom left of this video. If you see the orange button, I would go ahead and get some while you still can, because that means that they still have some in stock.